That's kind of the farmer's way. We're never satisfied.
That's right. Complain in the summer about the winter, and in the winter complain about the summer. So that's what we do.
Too hot, too cold, too windy. Well, it's not not windy enough.
That's right. We can never have wind and be fine. That's what we're trying to say right there. So we just put in this new pivot right here, a little bit about what we're doing and why we're doing it. So that is a brand new pivot. This is my uncle's house right there. You can't see the house, it's landscaping, but it's in there. He has his little forest farm over here. I like to go down in there with the backhoe and eat lunch. Good little spot. I'd like to make a razor track in there. Anyway, so here we are. This is the newest pivot to the farm right here. So all this is in hay right now, and we're just trying to get rid of this ditch in the middle so that we can farm this, and we can cut all the way through and take care of it better. We'll eventually get rid of these dikes. Just not gonna do it this year because there's a lot of hay growing on those. I don't want to dig that up. But yeah, they just fertilized today. I don't know if you can see that, but there is tons of fertilizer on the ground right here. This is what costs a lot of money for farmers. I mean, you can see it, it's just like doing a big lawn. I mean, when you can see it on the ground, that's money. So, but looking good. There's little teeny hay seeds coming up. You can see them right here. They're coming up. Oh yeah, that thing is rolling towards us right now, 100%, which is as fast as it'll go. A pivot on 100%, I don't know, take I don't know, 16 hours to walk all the way around or something, I don't know. Something like that. So they move pretty fast. We usually have ours on from, you know, 1/2 an inch to 3/4 of an inch every time it goes around. So I think every 3 or 4 days at 3/4 of an inch, or 1/2 an inch anyways, about 3 days I think. So that's how it all works when you have with the pivot. It just goes around in a circle, and you put in how many inches of water you want it to put down, and that's what it does. That's why the efficiency is so much higher. On this particular farm here, this is a 1/2 mile land. It's about 62 feet wide. It would take about 270 inches of water to irrigate this, flooding it. This 8-tower pivot, which is doing the same job, is going to take about 160. So there's a huge benefit for us on, like, in our situation where we've put up 15 or 16 pivots. We own so much water in the canal that even if we do have a shortage year and they cut us all back, we would still be able to run at full capacity. Craig, my Uncle Craig, has done very well on the water situation. He's taken advantage of situations where he could buy water with the land and those kinds of things, and so that's how it works on our farm. Thanks to our Uncle Craig and his hard work, I'm able to have a job and, you know, work on a really nice farm. So they just put this in. We'll see how straight it is when it's moving here. There it is. So yeah, you don't want to be parking vehicles out here, and you can see why. This would absolutely be running you over right now. These things will run right over cars. I mean, these tires are huge. They're up to my hip, as you can tell. And that's a big tire. Yeah, they'll dig way down too in the mud. They don't get stuck very easily. But yeah, that's how that works. Gearbox. So this is the electric motor and gearbox. And this is like the drive line, kind of like your car. Yep, there it is. They just go. Look how straight it is. That's what you're looking for in a pivot. You don't want it to be bending either way. A leading bow. Just one of those tires all lined up. And the way you line them up is, the best way is to look down these electric motors like this, and then you can see how straight it is. Here comes the truck. That's our spray truck slash JCB hauler slash headgate hauler. It does it all. Well, here we are, folks, at the project of the new pivot again. We just pulled out 3 or 4 head gates here. we're back at it. We are filling up the fuel tank. I don't know if you got that. Here. Cheers. All right, so here we are, filling up the fuel tank. So we basically have this bobtail, put a 1,000-gallon tank in the back. This is our fuel hauler. This used to be how we would haul barley when I was a kid. This was one of our main trucks, to believe it or not. This was the big dog truck on the farm. And then we got 10-wheelers when I was, 16, 17 years old. But yeah, it's our fuel truck now. So a little bit of history there, kind of cool. I used to go get firewood with this truck when I was a kid with my dad too. All right, we are almost done with this chore, and then we can move on to something funner soon. All right, and then from here, into the big loader. So, kind of a special day, get to use the loader. This thing's fun. It's as you can see, this is a decent sized bucket. I'm 6 feet, I'm 6 foot tall, so that gives you an idea of what we're doing. This is a really nice loader. Volvo has a scale in the bucket. Yeah, this is fun. This is a fun toy right here. Dinka dinka chicka bow bow. Oops. I love my job. All right, we're on it, we're on it, we're on it. Here we go, here we go. It's the most fun time of the year. Boom, 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 boom. So either today or tomorrow we'll be pulling the drill out and that sprayer out. But we're hooking up a camera right now that is gonna go from in the cab, obviously, down here along the framework, around the tanks, and we're gonna mount it somewhere right here and have that camera basically shining back here like this so that we can see if any of our hoses fall off or anything like that, so we can tell if we're losing seed. When those hoses pop off, obviously the seed's not going in the ground, it's just spraying out on top of the ground, so that's a pretty important thing to watch on these drills. But yeah, we just upgraded to some stainless steel tubes. We did the spoked wheel on the seed, these more flexible I really like this upgrade right here. This spoked wheel. Gonna chop up that ground a lot better. This is definitely gonna help. That new Teflon strip. Like I said, and these flexible press wheels are gonna be really nice too. It's gonna stay in the ground and follow the curvature a lot better. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to get this bad drill going. Oh, and we put it up to 6-inch space. This was a 10-inch space drill. We narrowed it up to 6-inch space, added openers. So it's, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen this year. I think it's gonna be a lot better with that 6-inch space as far as weed control goes. But yeah, some more upgrades we've done on this drill is we actually put the air on the outside of the tank right here. We were afraid that that other system that John Deere had come with was plugging with dust and not getting to the top of our tank, so it wasn't feeding it enough air to make it feed correctly, pressurizing it. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. I think that's a huge upgrade right there. We were having interesting problems the last few years where we'd have strips sometimes underneath the wing, and then it would start up again. We don't know if it was chaff or we were having the pressurization issue. So anyway, we know it's not the pressurization anymore, so we're gonna try that. But yeah, we got the new John Deere antenna on this bad boy. That's a huge upgrade this year. So yeah, I'll just take you up in the tractor here real quick and show you. There's the fuel gauge right there. But we got all sorts of jazz going on in here nowadays. Got the camera screen, GPS screen. This is the iPad screen that keeps track of all of your tap sensors and stuff like that to make sure that it's feeding. This thing is actually capable of telling you down to each of the openers specifically which one's not working. So yeah, this thing's sweet. She's ready to roll. I'm gonna get in there and clean that thing out a little bit, but yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm getting the TW running, man. This bad girl right here, got a lot of fun memories on this girl. As you can tell, I think the handlebars might be a little bent. What do you think? All right, I'm going to lunch. We'll be back. We're back. We're fixing stuff. So the land plane wheels broke off the back, so we are getting ready to fix that. Like I said, I just had to switch out my battery pack on my GoPro. I know we've been running all over the place today, and we're going to continue to run all over the place after we fix this. So here you go. Well, that's that. All right. It's my special spot for my welding helmet. Right there. All right, pull that out and let's just go park it up in the front. There's a guy coming to borrow that today, so I'll pick you up. I'm gonna go grab this propane tank for burning. I'll meet you up front. Just, I guess, kind of by that loader there would be a good spot. All right, we're out of here.